Hi everyone, welcome back to the Louisville ISD Westside Aquatic Center for day 4 of FINA Women's Intercontinental Tournament action. Chris Cullen joins me, Greg Meskel here poolside for the first of 3 games on the day. We get things started right now with Brazil and China coming up, Japan, Australia, and then USA and Canada to close things out here as we head towards the weekend, getting ever closer to our medal matches. Team China here in the dark caps for head coach Ricardo Azevedo, and for Brazil and head coach Pat Oden, they go in the white caps. Our officials in this one, Mr. Dali from Malta and Mr. Watt from Canada. And we are underway here with Brazil controlling things on the offensive end. Look at the records here so far, Chris. Brazil 1-2. China still looking for that first victory, 0-3, but got pretty close last night. They've had a couple of close ones. They lost 12-10. Outside try there is saved by the starting keeper for China, Piang Lin, while for Brazil, Tess Oliveira goes. But China real close in a couple of games, got blown out by Team USA. For Brazil, they got crushed by the United States on night 1, beat Japan on night 2, and then got hammered by Australia last night, 15-3. So it's been a bit feast or famine for Brazil, and for China, they got to feel a little snake bitten here.
Oh yeah, that was a very tight game. A couple of calls either way at the end of the game, and that could have easily gone China's way. So, I expect this to be a close game as well. So we're hoping for a good quality game.
An exclusion here to start things off, and a 6-on-5 opportunity now for China. As for Brazil, it was number 12, Gabriela Monteado, excluded. China now threatening here. Looking to work in close. From the outside, a couple of fakes, and off the mark on the attempt there from deep by Zhao Zihan.
Not much going on that 6-on-5. Really stayed out in the perimeter. Didn't see much movement inside of the post, so I know they're a strong outside shooting team, but a lot of times movement in the post sets up the outside, so it makes the defenders and the goalie overcommit.
Just underway here, opening quarter, Brazil and China. A tangle at 2 meters, nothing available. Here's Isabella Schiappini, goes lob, but hang on, an exclusion first. And the official ruling on the far side, that number 8, Shang Kong, did not give Schiappini time after the ordinary to actually make a pass or get a shot off. And I think they're happy to have that back because she missed that shot, so look at a new shot clock.
Yeah, she didn't move away the full meter required under the FINA rules, so that's the first time I've seen that called this week. But
another save there by Piang Lin on the outside attempt. Marina Duarte off the mark.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. These games, it seems that both teams have that feel each other out kind of stage. Like say, okay, what are we going to do here? It's a long game. You don't want to go get too revved up.
Contra foul here, and I kind of wonder if part of that's the officiating, where they're going to go through the couple of early possessions and figure out, well, how physical can we be? What are they calling? What are they doing? And then I bet that would kind of set the tempo for how you want to play the game.
Right. It seems all week that after that first quarter we see unless they're the blowout games that they're offensive foul kick here on the counterattack. So they're going to call that this game.
Yeah.
Right as we speak about it. So.
Yeah, and really, of course, the styles kind of dictate that a bit. You see the more physical teams, you tend to see more contras, more exclusions called. If that's kind of their tempo. An early couple of calls here as Brazil now works for a look at 2 meters, but China not having it. Some aggressive fronting defense, and the perimeter shot is off the mark.
Yeah, they're really dropping back on that center, and so they're hoping to get those outside shots. So they settled for a shot 6-7 meters, put it wide of the cage.
Looking from the outside, that's no good. Oliveira lets that one sail on the partial deflection. And here we come the other way in transition. The cross cage is off the mark. So both teams have come out firing here, but unable to find the back of the net. We're scoreless, 3 minutes gone by here in the first.
Yeah, being a long game, settling into a kind of a shooting groove, China's too good of a shooting team to not put away these opportunities pretty quick.
That's off the goalkeeper and out of play, and we'll get a new shot clock. Ball will come back in. Entry inside, quick shovel and a score. China going into Shang Dunhan, and she wasted little time, able to turn and fire.
Yeah, that was a great shot right off the 2 meter plays. It swung it around to the opposite side. Clean pass into the entry after a little tussle in the center. Gets that quick shot, put it away right in the top corner. Nice job.
We've talked at length yesterday about your coaching of young athletes, high school athletes. When you're instructing on the center game and those that are posting up, where does a move like that kind of fall in? Is that an early thing, a later thing in development?
The teaching progression I work with, I think the step out shot with stepping to the ball and getting big and shooting, that's one of the earliest things I teach. You know, the backhands, the lobs, all those other things are secondary. You know, there's nothing you can do if you have a good, strong quarter turn up and shoot. So I think offensive foul there. Really got that left hand out and got a hold of the center defender there. But yeah, teaching-wise, that's the first one I try to focus on. Establishing position, separating from the center defender so that you can get a good quality scoring chance.
And on the other end, we've got more scoring action here after a slow start.
Oh, that ball got swung around to the opposite side. Nice off-speed shot. If we can get another look at it again. She got on her legs, sold the near side shot here, and then really beat the goalie with that lob.
It's New Guanan, who's been a hot scorer this week here in Louisville, matching today's temperatures in the low 80s. It's an average February day here in Texas?
Actually, it has been a very warm winter. I hosted a high school tournament about a year ago, and I actually had to cancel it due to ice. So you never know what you're going to get in Texas. I think the old saying goes, if you don't like the weather in Texas, just wait. It'll change in a day or so.
Yeah, so. Note to Texas weather gods, we are not upset with 80 degrees. This is wonderful.
Oh, we're very happy with it. So it actually seems more like California weather. Cool in the evening, warm during the day.
From the outside, Brazil is on the board now. Shabini connecting from the perimeter, and she gets her squad in the mix, trailing now 2-1.
Yeah, they're dropping back in the center. They drop back to help on the drive. Gives a couple good fakes, put it away near side. Tremendous shot. They're too good of shooters to miss as many as they did to start that game. They just had to kind of get back, settle into some good groove.
From the outside, that's wide left.
It looked like the field block got a finger on it. She was shaking her hand after taking that hard shot off the finger.
In transition now, Brazil perhaps finding the equalizer. A couple of fakes and a nice save there. Piang Lien pushing that one aside, and a new shot clock coming now with under 3 to play as we get towards the end of the first. A skip and another. Back-to-back scores for Brazil.
Yeah, off the 2 meter throw in, everybody dropped back. They're definitely taking away the center there. Allowed that shot get swung to the other side. The goalie misreads that, lets it bounce under her arm on the skip shot. A little late sliding over to center cage, so didn't get a hand on it.
Inside, and hang on.
Oh, that's the new adjustment to the rules this year, where they're not allowing that at the exclusion to allow that quick. You got to hold the whistle a little bit, let the pass be made.
Yeah, part of that is the officials acknowledging who is the excluded party and then putting the ball back in play. Now, I think the true spirit of that is to not derail quick opportunities for scores, but you do see it from time to time.
Right, it's that fine line, that the officials want to give the offensive team that advantage, but it shouldn't be a guaranteed goal. So if they call off those exclusions off the ball so quickly and it doesn't allow the defensive team a chance to recover, it's a guaranteed goal. So I think the thinking was to, give them a good quality chance, but not a, 100% chance. So because if you call that exclusion away from the ball, a guaranteed goal almost every time.
And a timeout called now. Following the whistle, Brazil will call for time. 2-2 game, and it's been a little bit of a run here as we see Coach Azevedo going to his bench.
It looks like Shohan is excluded. So I didn't see if it was during. It must have been during the counterattack while we were swimming up the pool.
Is that a game exclusion or just a?
No, I believe just a major foul.
Yep, looked to be an exclusion there. She will head out. So the first on May Shohan. Coach Azevedo and company.
It's always great as a high school club coach to see what the coaches have in their playbook. I know they don't want to tip too much because I'm sure these games are being watched by their opponents, but I always like seeing what the coaches kind of draw up on the board.
Well, these two teams feel pretty comfortable. They've both earned a berth to the Olympic Games. Brazil is the host. China qualified through their continental qualifier. Brazil looking for a third straight goal here to try and take their first lead. Did trail 2-0 previously. They go around the perimeter. From the outside and in. 3 in a row for the Brazilians. Diana Abla caps that on a 6-on-5 connect and a 3-2 advantage. So, Chris, first part of this first quarter, all China, 2-0, and now Brazil turning the corner here with 3 straight.
Yeah, on the 6-on-5, they rotated up, got the player up at around 4 or 5 meters. The defender had to stay down, cover the post, made the cross pass, put it away. Yeah, their outside shooting is really – they were off the mark the first couple of minutes of the game, and now they're putting away their opportunities. Most of those weren't even saves. They were just wide of the cage.
On the other end, China looking to regroup here after getting a bit stunned with 3 in a row. A laser from the outside off the mark from Song Dong-loon.
Yeah, this kind of lends to the way Brazil's played during this tournament. Short bursts of quality play that look top-notch, and then some mistakes, and not being able to play 4 full quarters of quality water polo.
An ordinary call there, and they'll pull it back out. Brazil will give a look. China playing off the shooter on the near side here. Camila Pedrosa daring her to shoot. She does, goes off the bar. And a rebound controlled by Team China. We're under a minute to play here in the first quarter. 3-2 Brazil. They've scored 3 in a row to go ahead.
Yep, China seems to be satisfied with pulling back the defenders to guard the center and let that outside shot fly.
Bad pass there on the entry. That seems to be a theme. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. If there's one thing where we've watched a lot of high-level international water polo, and you want to say, what's the one thing that's been a bit off? There's been some poor entry passes.
Yeah, they have to kind of thread the needle there, but late in the quarter, 8-minute quarters, she didn't really get up on her legs, kind of just arm pass it, not get up on her legs, and then put it over the defender. So, easy steal.
And a timeout called as that one sails over the top, and China using their one available timeout in the quarter. And, Chris, in the potential that there is people watching here that are only casual water polo observers, kind of just break it down a little bit. You're talking about an arm throw, getting up on their legs. What do you mean by all of that?
Oh, as an offensive player, you're doing your egg beater. You really have to elevate. It's the equivalent of a basketball player jumping on their jump shot. So are they doing a set shot or just bending their knees slightly and following through? But in water polo, you've got to speed up your legs, really good hard breaststroke kick to elevate, get your body out of the water so you can clear over the defender and put the ball in the center where it needs to go. Basketball comparisons are, there's a lot of similarities. So it's using your legs or jumping in basketball. Same thing when we say using your legs in water polos. It's that big, good hard breaststroke kick since there's no bottom to push off. So they got to use it with a kick.
Yeah, that's the one problem in water polo on the basketball court. If you're more one of those flat-footed shooters, An old Sam Perkins type. It's not going to fly here in water polo.
Exactly.
You have to get up out of the water.
Right, you're not going to make many shots if you don't use your legs. So
9 seconds to go here in the quarter. And a better opportunity now for China. Brazil head coach Pat Oden in disbelief that an exclusion is called. It leads to a goal. And we are tied at 3 with 5 seconds left.
yeah, it looked like that exclusion was one Chinese player driving. Looked to be some holding on the perimeter. Called the exclusion. Out the quick shot, score.
Just that easy. As Shang Jing hitting for China, and they got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, Coach Oden's not too happy about that last call, letting him have that game-tying goal this late in the quarter.
Last chance, and that's all for this quarter. End of 1. We're tied at 3, but it hasn't been the way you might think. 2-0, then 3-2, and now 3-3, and that's where we're at after 1. We take a timeout and return here to Louisville, Texas. You're watching the FINA Women's Intercontinental Tournament live on USA Water Polo TV.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org. Second quarter underway here in Louisville, Texas. All tied at 3 after the first between Brazil and China.
Yeah, both teams a little bit inconsistent during the tournament, so we'll see which team comes out for each team. So are we we're going to see a good quarter for Brazil or a good quarter for China?
Yeah, really we saw, I think, 2 different quarters in that first quarter, the way teams were going back and forth. An exclusion here on China, number 5, Nu Guanan.
Yeah, she was holding on the drive on the opposite side.
Schiappini takes a look. Side's coming even off the post, rebound in front, and China controls.
Yeah, they didn't get a good quality scoring chance there. They were looking for the post on the left side, but the defender kind of cheating up and taking that away, decided not to take that risky pass over there to the left side.
Ball comes top of the perimeter. That's off the mark. Nu Guanan unable to connect.
She has a tremendous shot, and if it starts putting it on net, it'll be a vastly different game quickly. She's missed 3 or 4 of those wide of the cage, so if she puts in that top corner like she's done all tournament, then Brazil will be looking at a deficit.
Scipione takes a look. Shot clock to 6. Comes near side. Here's Bahia. Down to 2. An ordinary called. Frustration there. Outside try. That's high.
Yeah, they try to post up move there. The wing player just moved in, tried to get close to the center. Now we got an exclusion in the center early in the offensive set for China. One of the first few times they actually put the ball in the center and earn exclusion right away.
Another opportunity, but can they take advantage as Amanda Oliveira heads to the side? Just about 2 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Off the hands. We'll try and regroup.
Even strength. So
sides coming even now, and frustration there, unable to use the opportunity of a 6-on-5. Entry inside, quick turn off the post. That worked earlier in the first, but not this time.
Oh, that rebound came right back to her, but she couldn't elevate. 2 defenders on her back, and the referees were not going to give her a second call. After she got that chance off, they weren't going to give it to her again. So.
On the other end, Brazil threatening. Fading as the shot clock is about to expire. Ordinary with 1 on the timer. They should get a shot off here. A little quick on the clock, but it was tipped out, and it'll stay for Brazil.
Yeah, the second straight possession, they didn't have much work in there that they had to settle for a late clock opportunity. They're fortunate to get the second possession after the tip.
That's all the result of a goalie tip. Entry inside, nothing there. Kick out on China. This is becoming a very long possession here for Brazil as Chong Dun-han leaves. 3 minutes gone by, second quarter. Scipione now.
I can tell you as a coach and a player, it's tough after you give them 2 or 3 opportunities there. You got to put that effort on the defense, and then they give them 3 looks at it. You're getting fatigued. Oh,
Ping
goalie
Lean almost let that one go in. Able to go back and rescue.
Like lifetime substitution. Suit issue, apparently.
Looking from the outside. Shot clock to 7. Both teams going deep in their shot clocks as of late. That is not going to work. Contra foul is called, so shot attempt won't matter.
I think he called that she hesitated, but field player had passed it to her, so I'm not sure what the call was.
A little confusion in the water and on the ramps.
Maybe the foul had farther away from the spot of the foul.
Oh, beautifully done. Luisa Carvalho took that and snatched it away from 4 blue caps, and then a rocket in the back of the net.
Yeah, that's one of the first times they've actually put the ball into the center. Tremendous play. We'll see it coming up here again. Draws the defenders out. Nice entry pass right there. Steps to the ball, gets up big, puts it under the goalie's arm. Goalies put those hands up. You want to snap it right under the goalie's arm so that it's very hard to get those arms down and block that shot underneath the arms. Similar start to the last quarter, kind of testing the waters, as they say.
Sure.
Ball under in the center there. They got a good clean entry. She just couldn't separate from the defender to get a good scoring chance.
Shot clock under 10 on the skip. Another near goal for Brazil. Again, Pyong Lin able to go back and pull that one out.
I guess the saying goes, you're living right. You get the fortunate bounce a couple of times in a row. So
Ordinary called as we work it down the other end. Here's Song Donloon. Now New Guanan. Oh, a beauty. Painting the corner. She goes posting in. And the second goal for New Guanan here in the first half.
Yeah, she has a tremendous shot. She's been off the mark a little bit the first quarter. Now if she gets going, then China is definitely going to have the advantage there. Quite a shot. After the goal, yellow card for the Team Australia. Oh, excuse me, Brazil.
These countries, these games start to blend together here after a couple of days.
I'm not sure if it was on the bench or the head coach, Coach Oden, or...
Looks to be against head coach Pat Oden.
Oh, okay.
He has been a bit vocal here in the first half, unhappy with a couple of calls, or non-calls, as it were. Now a turnover. And an exclusion in transition. And then a timeout called by China.
Yeah, again, some of the things we saw yesterday, you know, Brazil, an unforced error there, allowing the ball to be stolen on the perimeter, really leading to the counterattack and then an exclusion. So that's something that's got to frustrate Coach Oden, that the consistency of play, they're frustrated on the non-call on the other end, and then making a mistake on the offensive end. So
Isabella Chapini is the excluded person. A little split screen action here of each bench. Don't forget, when you're talking this tournament, use the hashtag FINA Texas on social media, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Share your thoughts. A lot of great conversation going on online, folks watching from all around the world, checking in on these games. Lots of local athletes coming out. Just a ton of interaction last night after the USA match, with fans waiting to hang out and meet Team USA.
Oh yeah, my athletes having a great time. They're so excited to talk to Olympians from Team USA and coming out of here watching this great water polo. Some are glued here every day, so they're spending 3 or 4 hours here every night. I guess the homework will wait.
China's shot will not. That is all good for Sheng Weiwei. China goes back in front, so they've shown some resiliency here after letting Brazil go ahead a couple of times.
On that 6-on-5 play, really rotated up into that pocket and got that great quality scoring chance on the left side.
Brazil had been ahead 4-3, and now they trail 5-4, so 2 straight from Team China. Lob attempt just off the mark.
Yeah, Team China defense there really wanted to get that ball over to the right side and force that shot. That's a bad angle for a right-hander because half the goal is out of bounds. So really, that's the advantage for the goalie and the defense there. If you force the ball to that right side, and they don't have a left-handed shooter to take that off-speed lob or a shot that they can block near side.
Tipped out there by Oliveira. Minute 37 to go here in the half. No look, one time, rebound in front, and ball under. Thought that was going to be a chance for Sun Yat-ting to try and finish off the play, but not to be.
Oh, very quick with the ball under. I'm not a fan of that. Those type of calls, unless maybe we're on defense. When we're on offense, I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
On defense, I love it.
Minute 10 to play. 5-4 lead for China. A chance here for Brazil on the exclusion. Kick out on Liu Yiwen.
At that time, Brazil got the defenders drawn out, just enough space to get that entry pass right into the center an exclusion. One of the few, second or third time it's even gone into the center for Team Brazil, rewarded with an exclusion.
And a timeout called by Brazil using their available timeout here in the second. More action coming up next. Japan and Australia at 6 p.m. That is going to be a tough one for Japan. And then 7:20 p.m., a match a lot of folks were looking forward to earlier today. The U.S. taking on Canada, two rivals here from the Americas that always tend to produce a decent game. The U.S. beat Canada pretty handedly in the Pan American Games last summer, but otherwise the two tend to have pretty close matches. Couple of fakes knocked down there from the outside. Sciappini takes a look, nothing doing. Now from distance, Diana Abla, she has two. And that on the 6-on-5 ties this one up at 5.
Yeah, the Chinese defender came out the first time, knocked her down. Second time she's a little bit late getting there. She got on her legs, really sold the goalie that she was going cross cage, put it away near side. Goalie was fooled on that fake.
Kick out on Brazil.
Oh, this game has become quite a few exclusions this quarter. Changed the pace a little bit.
Bahia goes off. Couple of fakes and another bar down and in for Liu Yuan.
Those Chinese shooters on the outside, they really found the mark this quarter after being a little wide the first fakes in. Team Brazil late, closing out, puts it under the bar.
Couple of quick subs here again, 23 seconds left.
I know as a coach, you always want to finish the quarter strong. Either way, so Team China getting that goal, take them back in front. Let's see if they have a defensive stand to end the quarter so they can go into halftime with good momentum.
Running low on time here, just 5 seconds left. Oliveira, that's field blocked and goes just over the goal. Piang Lin did not get a hand on it. 1 second left, China will put it in play. And that'll do it for the first half after 2 quarters here in Louisville. It's a good one. China 6, Brazil 5. And we will take a timeout and return here for the third quarter. You're watching live on USA Water Polo TV.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org. Third quarter about to begin. Brazil and China here. And China ahead 6-5. Teams have switched ends. Brazil in the white caps, China in the dark as Brazil controls. Brazil 1 for 5 in the power play, China 2 for 6. But 5 turnovers for Team China.
You can't have those. You really need to control the ball. Turnovers are killers. So hopefully if they tighten up their ball control a little bit, you may get some easier opportunities. Oh, we got an exclusion in the center.
One of the Brazilians missing her hat, so a sign there of some rough and tumble activity as Wang Jinyan goes off. But the skip is off the mark, so they don't take advantage of that power play. You see those numbers continue to plummet a bit on the 6-on-5 conversion rate.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of those. Good teams got to make you pay when you earn those exclusions. You really got to take advantage of those.
Just one of those indicator stats. If you look at 6-on-5, and it doesn't always tell the story, but it seems like more often than not, if you have a better conversion rate, more opportunities, you probably won the game.
That is true. When you're given that opportunity, you got to take advantage of it. And if you're not doing a good job on those opportunities, then you're probably not going to be winning those games.
Soft entry and a kick out. So Brazil continues to draw opportunities here on the player advantage. That's New Guanan, her second she picks up to go along with 2 goals. And a stoppage here to replace the hat.
Now the ball goes into center cleanly early in the offensive set there. The counterattack had just finished. They were just setting up. Everyone's trying to spot the cap. Find the cap. Let's see where there it goes. Some things are universal.
Yeah, I think you could see a water polo game from age 10 to Masters 65 plus, and there will be a cap search.
Exactly. And then everybody pointing and hollering all at once.
The worst search party of all time.
The white caps are the tough ones to find on the white bottom pool.
Yeah, that is accurate. On the other end, the counter here for China. Great defense, and Oliveira excitedly out of the net. Had some help there from Montiato to turn the steal.
After Brazil not converting on that 6-on-5, then really giving up a quality scoring chance for China on the counterattack. That's the things that drive the coaches crazy.
Here's Bleeth.
Oh.
Trouble there. China going back, and yeah, Lin. I think Chris wanted that one.
It would have been an exciting one with the flip.
Yeah, able to pull it back. That counts 3 goals now that I think Piang Lin has gone back and saved from near certain back of the net status here. 6-5, the lead for China.
It was floating there. This is, like you said, third time it's just been floating there and takes a stroke over and tips it out.
Oliveira with the left bats down that delivery from Wang Jinyan.
Contra foul starting to get a little more physical. Lots of exclusions. See if they'll start calling more contras to clean up the game both sides.
That's usually been the method of doling out some punishment here to slow things down, but a quick counter and a goal. And China goes ahead too. On another delivery from Liu Yiwen, that's her second.
Yeah, off the contra, if you can really get that offensive set going, you're moving up the pool quickly, take advantage of the counterattack, just barred it down right underneath the goalie. Good quality scoring chance there that she put away.
China again with a 2-goal lead. They led off up 2-0 and now back ahead here by 2, 7-5.
Again, we've talked about that before. It's the consistency with Brazil.
Here's Diaz. Comes near side now, Abla. She'll just try and go direct shot to try and beat Piang Lin, but no dice.
Looks like she had the center available there and decided she was going to take that shot instead of putting it in the center.
China on the move. Sending 2 now towards 2 meters. Now they'll pull out on Zhao Zihan. Entry inside, looking to set things up. Keeper out, exclusion called. And so that'll be a kick out on Brazil and number 5, Camila Pedrosa.
That's a good quality entry pass there that earned that exclusion. The center just tried to reach for it, being held. Easy call for the referees.
Field block and a big one. Schiappini getting a hold of that one, and sides are now even, so China with a chance for their largest lead of this game, but can't convert.
Again, very static on the 6-on-5. Just seemed very content to pass the ball up top. 2 or 3 passes, pass the ball. The field blockers didn't have to adjust. Easy field block.
Shot from the outside, no good.
Yeah, Brazil seems to be getting a little frustrated not playing a same style of offense they were playing earlier. Seem to be settling for more perimeter shots without movement.
Exclusion and then a timeout.
Same kind of play last time down the pool for China. Defense had not set back to drop and help. Entry pass came into the center. Exclusion again.
Those are becoming a thing you're seeing at least once a quarter because they have the timeout to use. So you're seeing it very consistently here as the exclusion there was on Melanie Diaz of Brazil. And another opportunity here for China to go up 3, but it's a great chance to reestablish things and set things up. And you see the China huddle here. We talked about earlier that both teams are already qualified for Rio in the Olympic Games. And reading some quotes earlier this week from Ricardo Azevedo, and he's taking a different approach than some other teams to this tournament because you have 3 of the nations here that are trying to work towards qualifying for Rio, but he's already gone. So, and his nation's hosting the Super Final. So what does he really need to get out of this? Development of his players. You saw it against the U.S. He started as backup goalie, had a young player, a teenager out there playing heavy minutes. So a development opportunity here with 6 days of high-level water polo. Not every team has the same goal.
Right. Sometimes that timeout good for catching your breath, get everybody on the same page. What are we going to run? So that the all 6 players can gather the thoughts, take a deep breath, get a good chance there.
Little change-up lob is just off the bar from Zhao Zihan. Melanie Diaz on the move. Schiappini gives a look, nothing there. Now a turn, just sailed it. Was not on target.
Yeah, Brazil that time down the pool, running double set, double post, and didn't get a good, really got to get a little deeper to 2 meters so that they can, that scoring chance is a much easier chance to score at 2 to 3 meters than 4 or 5 like she was on that last one.
From the outside. Off the post, Oliveira there as well. And we're under 2 minutes to play in the third, 7-5 China.
Yeah, Brazil looking for an opportunity. If they can get a goal here and really kind of end the quarter strong, got to get some momentum. They're going to have an opportunity here. So
an exclusion is called. And a timeout has followed. Big surprise. 1:39 to play in the third, 7-5, and Brazil here with a dynamite opportunity to try and get within a goal, and they'd love to get a little bit closer after the exclusion on Wang Xinyan. That's her second.
Seem to be a couple personnel changes. See what little fresh bodies come in for that 6-on-5. Some legs that are fresh. Ready to go. Try to get a good chance here.
So out of the timeout, here comes Brazil. They work it far side. Good look in the middle. A regather by Abla, and she'll bury it. It's a one-goal game, a hat trick for Diana Abla.
Yeah, they set up a 6-on-5. The Chinese defense really seemed to be deciding to press and take away Marina Zablith there, and that allowing the opportunity on the opposite side. You got to give them something. She slides in behind the defense, who's kind of cheating up. Even though she drops it, she still has time to gather herself, get up, put the ball top corner.
That gives you an idea of the space, right, where you can drop the pass, swim forward, pick it up. There's a lot of time there.
The Chinese defenders, they had really oversold on that top. I guess they thought in their mind they were not going to give her that shot up top, but then that opened them up about 3 or 4 meters. Even the pick it up, drop, pick it up, and still get a good shot off.
That was a near goal. Oliveira able to get a hand and knock it off the post.
So they're building on their 6-on-5 goal with a defensive stand. A little fortunate break off the head, but we'll see if they can get one more to draw it even at the end of the third quarter.
Abla looking for her fourth. Under 40 seconds to play. Trapini fading back on the far side. Save there by Piang Lung.
I think if she hesitates a little bit and goes back, draws that defender out, maybe she has an opportunity to set the ball. She didn't seem to be in the best body position to take that shot. Seemed a little bit rushed.
About a 3-second differential here on the game and shot clock for China in their likely last possession. Perimeter and in. Song Dong-Loon, just a head-on delivery from the outside for her first, and an 8-6 lead with under 10 seconds to play.
Yeah, those are those 2-goal swings that you, as a coach, that you hate. You have the good chance down the other end, then you relax just a little bit to finish the quarter, and then you allow that go from tying it up to a 2-goal deficit. But then those are kind of heartbreakers for you.
Three seconds left. That's out of play. And China will get to let it fly. And they'll pass on that opportunity. And after 3 quarters, it's an 8-6 lead for China. So Brazil has been right there, but Team China able to regain the lead and hold it here by 2 goals. We're back with the fourth.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with splash ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org. Fourth and final quarter underway here in Louisville, Texas, between China and Brazil. China ahead 8-6. Chris Cullen and Greg Meskel here with you from the Louisville ISD Westside Aquatic Center.
It's great to have a close game, battling back and forth. We'll see who comes out ahead in this final quarter. It's consistency. We'll see.
It has been a game of runs. Can Brazil put something together here as that shot goes off the post?
Little tangle up at the back of the counterattack. Referee, Mr. Waugh, believed he'd seen enough and excluded both players. Sometimes those double exclusions come as a result of frustration as well, so we'll see.
Officials hoping to keep things from getting a little too intense here down the stretch. Montiato excluded for Brazil. That's her second.
Contra foul balances the team back to even strength.
And it was Song Dong Loon going out for China, but we're back to 6-on-6 here in the field. Skip shot sails wide.
Again, they do seem to be settling for those perimeter shots. I know that's by design a little bit for China's defense is what they're giving them, but it does seem to be early and not as good a quality chances for Team Brazil.
Shot attempt is off the bar.
Fortunate bounce there, going back to Team China.
Sun Yat-ting in close, draws a penalty. You can see the pass coming in. They will put this on Marina Duarte, although you probably could take your pick.
Yep. Team Brazil, after having that second defensive stand in a row, they seem a little slow, get back and help. Team China put the ball in the center. Quarter turn, scoring opportunity that was taken away by the defense, 5-meter penalty.
There's Zhao Zihan. Save, Oliveira.
Oh, that's so exciting when the goalie gets up and stuff. It's a bubble buster for the offensive team that earned that penalty, but exciting for Team Brazil.
Well, and that's huge for Brazil, too, because then they're looking at a 3-goal deficit here. We're in the fourth quarter, now still within striking distance.
Yeah, those are the kind of things you can rally on. You get your team going and say, hey, our goalie picked us up after our mistake defensively. If we got to get down there and put the ball in the net, let's make a stand here and then get going on the counterattack, get some chances.
China threatening again, look for the redirect from Song Dong Loon, but not enough on that, and now Brazil will look to counter. But China doing a nice job getting back here in transition defense.
After their goalie picked him up twice, let's see what they can put together here. Seemed a little extra pace swimming down the pool.
Canetti racing up the far side. From the outside, now they'll go to the perimeter. Shot clock about to expire. Lob attempt, easy save for Piang Lin. Chinese keeper now with 11 saves. So having a nice match, but China threatening on the offensive end too, and they score it. Zhao Zihan with her first. And now a 3-goal game here with 5:15 to play in the fourth.
Yeah, after that save by Chinese goalkeeper, they really fed the counter. Brazil slow getting back. Defenders even stopping and allowing that cross pass, put the ball away. Seemed to be getting a little frustrated with each other and themselves. Again, we've kind of seen that all week. 2 or 3 good minutes of water polo, and then things come off, wheels fall off the bus a little bit, and then they get it back together, and consistency again.
Consistently inconsistent, as they might say.
Exactly.
Brazil trying to figure out how to materialize 3 goals in 5 minutes. It can certainly be done.
It'll take some mistakes by Team China, though. Usually.
That sails wide. And seems to be a more determined Team China, Chris. Maybe a bit fired up here. They've had a couple of games slip away from them. They had the lopsided USA game. Maybe they just seem to really want a victory.
Yeah, that was a tough one yesterday. That there's a couple close calls at the end by the referees they weren't happy about, and they didn't put away their opportunities late in the game, and so they do seem to be a little more determined to make this turn out in their favor.
Oliveira, another save. She's got 5 on the match.
See if Brazil can get a good chance here if they can get the ball in the center. They seem to be settling for these perimeter shots, and they're not even. Now they're going to have an opportunity here, 6-on-5. So see if they can turn the tide, get them back within 2 goals.
Exclusion on China. Mei Shohan, excuse me. That's her second, and this is a good opportunity here. 4:10 to play.
Sure.
9-6, and a power play coming. No better way to try and get one back.
Yeah, not only on the scoreboard, but emotionally. You get excited, you get fired up when you can get a good scoring opportunity. If you can put one away at 6-on-5, it really feeds that energy that they come out on the defensive end and make that stand. So these are like turning points in games. You get out there and you get excited, you get fired up, see what they can put in the back of the net, get themselves back in the game. Now let's see if China adjusts their defense from last time.
This is a must-have here for Brazil on the advantage. Under 4 to go, trailing by 3. A few fakes, another save. Piang Lin listed as the backup here, Chris, but she has played a starter-type game.
She did get lucky a few times, but they sometimes you better be lucky than good. But she's done a little of both.
This is true. She did have to go back and get a couple that we thought were highly likely goals that she was able to rescue.
Yeah, Team Brazil on that. Oh.
That may spell the end of the road here for Brazil from the outside. Another for China.
Yeah, I think that's emotional letdown that Brazil didn't get much of a chance there on the other end. China comes down. Defensively, very static, sitting there, allowing the Chinese shooter move in, put away the quality shot there.
And so now 10-6, 3:15 to go after the Song Dong-Loon delivery, her second. And if you're Brazil here, it's just gotten exponentially more difficult to think about winning this game.
Yeah.
They continue to fight, though. They have, you know, if you want to tally a scoreboard of doing well at 2 meters, they've kept alive in this one as Sharpini is halted by drawing 6-on-5 opportunities. They just haven't converted.
Yeah, their success rate on 6-on-5 is fairly low, but there is effort. They're still continuing to put the ball in the center, get the opportunities. We just need to get those final few shots to go in, and they'd be right in this game.
Brazil now 2 for 11 on the player advantage.
Yep. You know, if your team's at 50%, that's pretty successful, but 2 for 11 is not going to get it done.
Off the post.
Moving in that critical time frame where it's about
off the post again, and now you can start to do the math and look at the clock here. And Brazil pretty much out of time to make a run at this.
Yeah, Team Brazil a little frustrated, not coming back to defense. Seemed resigned to let them have an opportunity. Well, they end up playing 5-on-5 as she doesn't come back.
China content to work the clock. Brazil going to release a few athletes here. And China with 3 on the timer. Saved by Oliveira. And they'll try and push the tempo now with a little over 1:30 to go.
Yeah, releasing those players rarely works. Good quality defenders know to drop back, and they don't mind playing 3-on-3 on offense, and just so they don't give up the chance on the other end.
Brazil was in another must-score situation, couldn't get it done. China will call for time as they are on their way to victory. So China, after a couple of close losses, going to pick up their first win here in Lewisville, Texas, and have to be quite happy with the effort that they've come back with here during a win.
Yeah, after the slow start, shooting came out and really putting away their opportunities later in the game. So, you know, a little more warm. Almost that first quarter is kind of a warm-up to get those shots going, and then putting away the chances later in the game when the chips are on the table. So.
More action to follow here from Lewisville, Texas. Coming up at about 6 p.m. Central Time, Japan and Australia. They're warming up at the moment. And then 7:20 p.m. Central Time, Team USA and Canada will have live coverage of all of it right here on USA Water Polo TV. Also, Chris, you're going to love this. We have a great, real fun feature at halftime of USA Canada. Coach Adam Krikorian making his inaugural visit to Whataburger. Went over there today with NBC anchor Chris Gutierrez, and all kinds of good times were had. So we'll have that for you at the half.
A true Texas staple, Whataburger.
Yeah. If we say Whataburger a few more times, Chris, we're going to draw a monthly check from those folks. So.
Oh, another frustration foul on the perimeter. A little over-aggressive on that ordinary foul.
And you get it. Trying to force a steal as Diaz
right.
is excluded with under a minute to play now here in the fourth. And China looking to put this one on ice. A tip and then a regather. It'll come near side. And controlled by Brazil for the moment, but then a regroup from China. Sides coming even. And this will work even better for China as they can now take some more time off the clock after the reset.
Yeah, I got it. She probably could have shot there, but you know the wiser thing to do, pull it out and use the clock, let the game expire.
Inside and an exclusion, and that will give another possession and a brand new shot clock to Team China. And they could, if they want, really use the rest of this clock to wind down the match.
I think they'll just play catch here, wind down the final 15 seconds, 10 seconds.
Zableith excluded. And China will pass it around, and a skip is in, so they tack on one more to finish things off. Liu Yiwen with the hat trick to make it 11-6. And China going to come away victorious here.
Yeah, a little exclamation point to end the game. They defenders very slow moving after 2 or 3 possessions like that in a row. You get a little fatigued. You're not able to move, cover the space you need to cover defensively.
1 second left. That's all. China takes it here, picking up their first win at the FINA Women's Intercontinental Tournament here in Lewisville, Texas. They win it 11-6. For Team China, 3 goals for Liu Yi-wen to lead the way, and Piang Lin, really nice job at net, 13 saves. For Team Brazil, 3 goals for Dana Abla, Tess Oliveira with 7 saves in net. Japan, Australia on the way at 6 p.m. Central Time. Come back and join us for that. For Chris Cullen, Greg Meskel signing off from the Lewisville WAC. We're back after this.